Ronaldinho entrou na área, levou pro dead days e buscou o drible no canto.
Freedom has always shaped Ronaldo's choices, and his Brazilian farm retreat reflects that truth in every detail. Set deep within open countryside, far from stadium lights and rigid schedules, this is a place where music drifts across fields, mornings unfold slowly, and football fame fades into something more personal. Here, rural luxury is not about display, but about space, rhythm, and control over one's own time. Step inside this retreat and discover how a global football legend chose land, privacy, and joy as the true rewards of his legacy. Long before fame followed his every step and football became spectacle, Ronaldo's story began in a modest setting shaped by family, early loss, and a deep love for the ball that quietly defined his direction. Ronaldo was born as Ronaldo de Assis Moreira in Porto Alegre in southern Brazil, into a household where football was not a distant dream but part of daily life. His father worked at a shipyard and played amateur football, while his older brother was already moving through professional youth systems. When his father died suddenly, the family's path narrowed. Football stopped being simple play and became purpose, became survival. From dusty streets to youth fields at Grêmio, Ronaldo learned early that joy and survival could exist in the same movement of the ball. By his teenage years, his talent no longer fit local boundaries. Wearing the number 10 shirt, he moved with a freedom that made defenders look hesitant and crowds lean forward. At 17 years old, he was called into the Brazil national team and described as the country's brightest young hope. Between 1998 and 2001, he played for Grêmio's senior team, scoring 21 goals in 52 matches. These seasons earned him his first real salary and his first understanding of value. That skill, when visible, could change a life. His move to Paris Saint-Germain in 2001 was his first step into European wealth and exposure. The city gave him space to experiment and attention to grow, but also structure he resisted. Between flashes of brilliance and moments of tension, he learned that talent alone did not guarantee control. Still, the goals, the style, and the global spotlight raised his market value and opened the door to something larger. That door opened in 2003 when he joined Barcelona, and everything changed. Everything aligned. The freedom he wanted met a team that needed imagination. Between 2003 and 2008, he scored 70 goals in 145 matches and became the face of a new era. In 2005, he won the Ballon d'Or, and the world stopped calling him a prospect and started calling him a legend. The game seemed to bend around him, and football felt playful, instinctive, and effortless again. He had already helped Brazil win the 2002 World Cup, securing his place in history. But the years that followed revealed another side of his journey. Fame widened, routines loosened, and focus slowly drifted. His move to Milan in 2008 marked a change in tempo where moments of brilliance appeared in a slower rhythm. The later chapters at Flamengo, Atlético Mineiro, Querétaro, and Fluminense came with shorter stays and fewer expectations. Football became expression once more, not obligation, as he played for feeling rather than proof. As his playing career came to an end, Ronaldo's life moved into a quieter, more reflective rhythm. The stadium noise faded, but the joy and creativity that defined him remained. His legacy continues to stand for freedom, rhythm, and imagination, a reminder of why football is meant to be played with happiness. And now, let's explore the Brazil Farm Retreat, a quiet living space where Ronaldo chooses to stay close to nature and embrace a slower rhythm of life. Brazil Farm Retreat. Set within the open countryside of Brazil, Ronaldo's farm retreat appears as a self-contained residential compound designed for privacy, space, and long-term living. From an aerial perspective, the property unfolds as a low-rise complex of tiled roof structures arranged around landscaped grounds, brick pathways, and open courtyards. The layout is horizontal and grounded, emphasizing connection to land rather than vertical scale or architectural display. The main residence anchors the estate with traditional construction materials, terracotta roof tiles, exposed wooden beams, and brick flooring that runs consistently from interior rooms to covered outdoor walkways. These covered corridors link the different buildings, allowing movement across the property while remaining sheltered, reinforcing a lifestyle shaped by routine and comfort rather than formality. Inside the principal living area, floor-to-ceiling glass windows framed in dark wood open the space fully to the surrounding greenery. Natural light fills the room from multiple sides, reflecting off the brick floors and highlighting the structure's exposed beams. At the center stands a large fireplace with a vertical chimney acting as a visual and functional focal point. Seating is arranged loosely with wicker sofas, fabric cushions, and simple wooden tables placed to preserve openness rather than crowd the room. Adjacent to the living space, a bar area introduces a stronger visual accent through a warm yellow wall, contrasting with the dominant earth tones of wood and brick. The bar is open and informal, fitted with wooden stools and designed for relaxed gatherings rather than staged entertaining. Its placement suggests everyday use, integrated naturally into the flow of the house. Outdoor living plays a central role throughout the property. Long verandas host stone and wooden dining tables positioned beneath timber roofs, overlooking gardens and mature trees. These spaces transition seamlessly into the surrounding landscape, reinforcing the sense that indoor and outdoor life coexist without clear boundaries. Beyond the residence, the grounds open toward a swimming pool, set into a wide brick terrace. Sun loungers and small thatched structures surround the pool, giving the area the atmosphere of a private resort while remaining understated. From this vantage point, the full scale of the estate becomes clear. Multiple buildings, generous open land, and controlled landscaping that prioritizes space and calm over decorative density. This farm retreat reflects a practical lived-in environment. Every architectural decision points toward durability, daily use, and long stays. The property mirrors Ronaldo's post-career lifestyle choices, being private, grounded, and intentionally removed from urban noise, where comfort, freedom of movement, and connection to nature define value more clearly than excess. Next, we turn to Ronaldo's luxury car collection, where value, personality, and style come together. Car collection. The Ferrari LaFerrari sits at the emotional center of his collection. He chose it during a period when his global image had fully shifted from competition to legacy. Wanting something that represented the peak of performance and rarity, the car was taken onto quiet, open roads outside the city, shared with close friends who understood what the moment meant. Sitting low and wrapped in sculpted carbon lines, the experience feels intense and alive, with every movement sharp and immediate, the sound filling the air like a live performance. As a limited production hybrid hypercar with advanced aerodynamics and race-inspired design, the LaFerrari now holds a value of around $3,500,000, standing as a symbol of Ronaldo's peak years and fearless creativity. The Ferrari 488 Spider reflects a lighter, more relaxed side of his life. He chose it for warm days, coastal drives, and moments when freedom mattered more than attention. Often driven with friends, the open roof allowed sound and sunlight to pour into the cabin, turning ordinary routes into celebrations. The design is sleek and aggressive, yet elegant, with a retractable hardtop and sharp aerodynamic details. Known for its balance between performance and comfort, the 488 Spider today carries a value close to $300,000, fitting naturally into a lifestyle built around joy and movement. The Porsche 911 Carrera S Cabriolet became part of his daily rhythm when he wanted something sporty yet familiar. It was used for short city drives, casual meetings, and evening outings. The feeling behind the wheel is confident and precise with the roof down, adding a sense of connection to the road and surroundings. A well-kept Carrera S Cabriolet is now valued at around $160,000, chosen for the pure enjoyment it brings. The Range Rover Velar entered his life as a symbol of strength and presence. He chose it during years of frequent travel and public appearances, valuing its commanding driving position and unmistakable shape. Often used in cities and event arrivals, the experience inside feels solid and protected with upright seating, luxurious materials, and a sense of control that contrasts with his playful public image. With its iconic boxy design, full-time all-wheel drive, and luxury-focused cabin, the Range Rover Velar today is valued at around $180,000, blending status with confidence. The Rolls Royce Cullinan represents the calmest chapter of his collection. Chosen for comfort and privacy, it is used during quiet evenings, family moments, and long, unhurried drives. From behind the wheel, everything feels smooth and distant from the outside world, with silence, soft leather, and effortless motion defining the experience. As a full-size luxury sport utility vehicle with handcrafted interiors and advanced ride comfort systems, the Cullinan carries a value of approximately $450,000, reflecting a life that has slowed without losing stature. Above are some of the standout cars in Ronaldo's collection, valued at nearly $5 million, with each vehicle tied to a different chapter of his life and reflecting how he enjoys freedom, passion, and the rewards of everything achieved. We now turn to the assets and financial foundation Ronaldo built throughout his career. Income and net worth. The most striking number attached to Ronaldo's financial story is $90 million, his estimated net worth today. That figure did not arrive quietly. It was built through a short but explosive peak, followed by years in which his name, image, and personality continued to earn long after his fastest years on the pitch had passed. At the very beginning, his earnings were modest. As a young professional at Grêmio in Brazil, Ronaldinho played on a basic domestic contract, earning an estimated $200,000 to $300,000 per year, only a small fraction of what would come later. The turning point arrived when he moved to Europe and joined Paris Saint-Germain in 2001. His salary increased significantly to around $2,500,000 per season, marking his arrival on the European stage, though he was still far from the top tier of football's highest-paid players. Everything changed after his transfer to Barcelona Football Club in 2003. At Barcelona, Ronaldo earned $10 million per season, a figure that reflected both his influence on the field and his growing global appeal. Between 2003 and 2008, his salary, bonuses, and performance incentives made him one of the highest-paid players in the world. These were the years when trophies, individual awards, and commercial value aligned perfectly. By 2006, his income reached a peak. That year alone, Ronaldo earned $20 million from advertising and sponsorships. Combined with his club salary, his total income for the year reached $26 million. At that moment, his earnings were no longer driven only by football, but by his image as a global icon. After leaving Barcelona, Ronaldinho joined Associazione Calcio Milan in 2008, earning $9 million per year for 3 seasons. Though his role on the pitch became smaller, his salary remained elite. Later stages of his career in Brazil and Mexico paid less, but still added millions through contracts, appearance fees, and bonuses. Off the field, Ronaldo built long-term income through endorsements. He maintained deals with Nike, EA Sports, Coca-Cola, and more than a dozen other brands. His Coca-Cola contract alone was worth $700,000 per year, a deal he later lost, showing how quickly image-based income can change. He also appeared on the cover of the EA football video game series 5 times, generating significant licensing income. Today, with over 50 million followers on Instagram and more than 100 million followers across all platforms, Ronaldo reportedly earns $250,000 or more per sponsored post or appearance. These earnings support a lifestyle marked by luxury travel, high-value properties, and an extensive car collection that includes supercars valued in the millions. Ronaldo's income story is not about longevity. It is about timing. A few extraordinary years created a financial foundation strong enough to support decades of freedom, proving that at his peak, joy, talent, and money moved together at full speed. Next, we move to how Ronaldo chooses to give back, turning part of his success into support for charitable efforts. Philanthropy. Ronaldo's charitable work centers on children, education, and access to sport. As an official ambassador for UNICEF, he supported programs focused on childhood health, schooling, and safe spaces for play through campaigns, global initiatives, and fundraising appearances. His involvement helped generate approximately $3 million to $5 million for projects aimed at improving opportunities for vulnerable children. In Brazil, he has consistently supported grassroots football academies and community sports projects, contributing an estimated $2 million to $3 million through donations, exhibition matches, and sponsorship. After retirement, Ronaldinho became a regular presence at charity matches and benefit events, often donating $100,000 to $300,000 per appearance to causes tied to youth development, disaster relief, and community rebuilding. These efforts reflect a style of giving that mirrors how Ronaldo lived and played, keeping it personal and joyful. And now we turn to his personal life, where daily rhythms, relationships, and choices away from football reveal the man behind the legend. Personal life. In his current life, Ronaldo moves at a slower, more relaxed rhythm shaped by freedom rather than schedules. He divides his time between Brazil and international travel, choosing places that keep him close to family while still connected to the global football world. Family remains central with frequent gatherings, shared meals, and quiet time together away from public attention. A particularly important part of that family life is his relationship with his son, João Mendes. Ronaldo remains closely involved in his son's life, often appearing together at public events and sharing moments on social media. He actively supports João's journey in football, offering guidance, encouragement, and access to training environments while allowing his son to grow at his own pace. His circle today is small and familiar. Close friends from football and longtime companions often travel with him, joining beach outings, informal matches, and music-filled evenings. On a typical day, Ronaldo keeps things simple. Light workouts, casual football sessions, and relaxed afternoons form the core of his lifestyle. Music is always present, whether listening, playing, or spending time with friends who share the same passion. Travel continues to be part of his life, now tied more to appearances, brand events, and leisure than competition. Recently, he shared moments from a trip to Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, where he attended events, met fans, and enjoyed the city at his own pace. The visit reflected his current approach to travel, combining work commitments with exploration and relaxation. With over 50 million followers on Facebook and Instagram, he remains connected to millions. He regularly posts glimpses of this life, from playful advertising videos to casual moments with family and friends. The content feels natural and unpolished, offering followers a genuine sense of closeness. Today, Ronaldo lives comfortably within his own rhythm. His life is built around freedom, relationships, and enjoyment, showing a man who continues to choose happiness, connection, and authenticity long after football. If you enjoyed this deeper look into Ronaldo's life today, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more lifestyle stories of football legends and global icons.